Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Let's Be Real 100%, where I am your co-host, LaShawn Harden, where we're here to talk about life and all the things about it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've always believed that you are not to go through this journey alone. We are a community that wants to help each other grow and see what God has for us. No one said it would be easy, but with God, we can make it through it. Let's go ahead and sit back and enjoy this episode. Please like and subscribe and share with as many people as possible, and let's build this community of love. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Let's Be Real. Oh my gosh. Listen, so I did like a whole episode and not sure how my recording didn't record. Like I was just talking and nothing was happening. So I was like, okay, well, let me go back and listen to it because I wanted to make sure the intro and extra was okay. I'm still gonna go redo those, especially the outro because I feel like the music outweighs my voice, and I don't know if I just got to talk louder or what. I don't know, but I was like, "Are you serious right now? You just literally did not record anything I said." I can't even tell you all that I said, but I'm going to be here. I'm here for it. I'm here for all the things because, like I said, well, I can't say like I said because you don't know what I said. Oh my God, this is crazy. Anyways, oh y'all. Well, anyways, welcome back to an episode of Let's Be Real 100%, y'all. I have not, I have no excuse, right? There's no excuse. Um, like I said before, and you don't know what I said, but I'm gonna tell you what I said, right? So, always a lot of people always say, life is life, and life is always gonna life, right? Regardless of what phase in life you are in, life is gonna life. Whether relational, financial, spiritual, emotional, psychotic, all the leaves is gonna happen, right? Um, and also, we always say there's only 24 hours in a day. There's a lot to get done. Yeah, we all have 24 hours in a day. We have to be consistent, right? So, and that's the topic of this episode is consistency. And I'm not talking to y'all because I'm talking to me, right? And if you relate, hey, we are in this together because I always told y'all that y'all not alone in the walk. Um, y'all are not alone because I be lifing for real. Um, so yeah, that's the topic. The topic of today is consistency. Um, I was While I was working, I was listening to a podcast, and I'm giving her props. I'm not gonna say her name or anything like that because she don't know me and I don't know her really. But I binge watched her podcast, and one of the episodes, one of the girls was like, "I didn't. I wanted to listen first to make sure you were consistent," and that really struck with me. And I was like, "Wow, okay. So in order for people to listen, you have to be consistent with these things. You have to continue to post. You have to continue to do these things and share life with people. And, at first, in the first 2 years of my podcasting, I was consistent. Like, I was always on here. Like, I really didn't have any, I guess, crazy distractions. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. Maybe because I felt like I was free back then. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll get into that later. Um, but again, when you want something bad enough, you'll go and do it, right? There's nothing that's going to hinder you from doing it other than yourself or whatever you allow will hinder you from getting what you want. Um, I also heard, I don't know who said it, but I'm going to give them their props, whoever said it, um, to, how we always say, what is it saying? Be ready so you don't have to worry about getting ready. Something like that in the area. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, um, when you're working towards a vision, and that opportunity comes, what do you have to bring to the table? What have you been working towards? What have you been working on to present in that opportunity? Because you don't want to get to the opportunity and then you're not ready. You don't have anything to bring to the table. And I said before, again, you don't know what I said, whatever. Um, you don't want to have to go down. You don't want to have to go around that same mountain over and over again just to get what was promised to you, you know. And for me, I can't tell you the last time I posted. Maybe it was in August, but even then, before then, it was not consistent, you know. And I enjoy doing the podcast, and I know God has called me to do so, and in other capacities as well, because I've seen it in a dream. Like I don't dream a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like I dream about, like, you know how most people, like when something is on your mind, you just dream about those things, right? But these particular dreams that I've had about myself doing the will of God, it starts here. Like it starts here, and it's not. I wouldn't consider it a ministry. I just consider it obeying God, right? So, and it's like I said, it's something I love to do, and um, so yeah, so it starts here, and if I don't consistently do it, I won't be able to get to the visions that I saw for myself. You know, obeying God in a way that I'm excited for, right? And I'm looking forward to that, and I feel like He showed me that. He showed me that because I have to get back on it. And but when I saw the dream, that's when I was being consistent, y'all. But then I fell off for like I don't know how long. I don't know. I can't tell you. But anyways, I don't have an excuse. I don't have an excuse at all. Like life is life, but life is always gonna life. And these 24 hours in a day is gonna always be 24 hours in a day, whether they're short, whether they're long, long nights, long days, short days, long nights, however it goes. It's still 24 hours in a day. And my apostle always taught, when we first started the ministry. Um, and the second topic that he preached on was how bad do you want it? When I tell you that message is going to forever stick with me, because I want this bad enough. And I'm going to have to do what I have to do to get it done, you know? And even if you're doing a business, like I was telling myself about my daughter, and I was telling my daughter, I don't want you to have to work for anybody. I want you to be entrepreneurship at the age of 16, because I don't want her to really have to work for anybody. If she have to work for somebody, so be it. But it's just so that she can either make more money or whatever. I don't know, but I want her to have her business that she don't have to rely on that because she wants to go into fashion or whatever. So like we end up being blessed with some of the products that she need, the major ones, and all the minor ones, we were able to get, and it's just sitting there, right? And we have the product, we have everything we need to do, but we're not working at it. We're not doing anything with it, and I blame myself only because um, I told her that I was going to do this with her, and as a child, their mindset is like, okay, you know, if I don't push you, if I don't remind you, if I don't do these things, um, then they become idle. They become scrollers, and I don't want that. I don't want them scrolling. I don't want none of that. And I've been watching movies on, Disney Plus or whatever. The same old shows all the time because I'm a cartoony and they are too. Um, we don't watch all this other shenanigans on TV. I don't know what's going on now. But anyways, that's not my problem. Um, but I have to be consistent with her, and that's how I train her up to be consistent, to continue to keep going. And that's with all of them, not just with my daughter, but my sons too. I have to continue to try to stay on top of them. Like, hey, what are you doing? What goals are you doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, how are we building? I don't want you to fall short anywhere, shape, or form, whether it's during school or your next version in life, your next chapter in life version. Your next chapter in life, I don't want you to fall short on any of that. So consistency is everywhere in my household, like literally. It's something that in this season of our lives right now, consistency in our relationship with God is number one, of course, and everything else falls under that. So that's where we are at this moment, and that's why I am back. And I do want to say, first of all, again, well, I can't say again because you don't know what I said. I keep saying it over and over again. But anyways, um, I want you to forgive me for not being consistent. I want you to forgive me for failing you because I was not being obedient or, doing what I am called to do or love to do. And it's talking to you guys, right? So forgive me for that, and I am going to continue to be consistent. And so that's where I'm at. And now that's why the topic is, I'm back. And um, I'm going to um, reset up everything, redo everything. Um, I'm on my iPad 'cause my laptop was bugging, so my background and everything is not on this episode, but I do have a new background, so I'm so excited to y'all see it. So I'm updating my laptop to see what's going on with it. But I had to get this episode out any way, shape, or form, right? Because I was like, why is it not recording? I was like, let me just pull my iPad out because I can't let this slide because I gotta be consistent, right? So, anyways, this is why I'm here. But we are back. The Let's Be Real podcast is back. The Let's Be Real 100 Squarespace.com at Squarespace.com is back. It is fully loaded. It is with um, all the products, the books, and all the other things that you can go and follow. And go look around on the website. Again, it's Let's Be Real 100. Um, is it at Squarespace? I always get that confused if it's at squarespace.com. Let me look. Hold on. And that's what it's at to say. Um, oh, there's no app. I always say app for some reason. Okay, but anyways, it's Let's Be Real 100.squarespace.com. And you can go in there and you can scroll around. If you want to talk and chat and interview or whatever, there's a contact slide there where you can contact me. Um, and on that text message, you can just text me first, or if you call me, leave a message so I know what it is, because there's a lot of scams going on out there. So you know those problems. Um, but again, I want to do my best to make myself available. I am posted on the Spotify, Apple Play, Apple Music, and all those things wherever you find your music at. And I heard that there are like comment sections. Also, I know on YouTube there are comment sections as well. So leave me a comment. On topics that you may want to talk about or whatever. I know it's going to take me some more time to rebuild again. For the listeners that I did have, I would have to rebuild, and I'm willing to do so, however long it takes. Even if it's just one person, I'm fine with that because, like, I'm fine with that. um, but again, I'm here for it. I'm here for the consistency. I'm rebuilding the passion on top of the passion that I had before, to continue to do so. But again, if you have a passion that you desire to do and you see yourself doing, continue to build on it. Again, there's 24 hours in a day, but we give our jobs 9 to 12 hours a day, and then some of us who are mothers, well, we have a second job as far as parenting and household duties. But at the same time, there is at least an hour or two in a day to where you can build you. Don't forget that you are human. Don't forget that you have goals that you have desired to do, and some of us have put ourselves on the back burner long enough. So it's time to come forward, and we definitely have to put God in all of that first, of course, because He is number one in our lives in any way, shape, or form, good, bad, ugly, and indifferent, front, back, center, left, and right, and all the other counter corners. He's everywhere in our lives. If He's not, get Him there. Um, accept Him in your life as your Lord and Savior, because it is definitely time. It's past time to accept God into your life, because the way times are going, we are going to need Him more than ever at this moment, because this is a spiritual battle that we are in, and we can't fight it naturally. And if you're so busy chasing the bag, guess what? The bag is going to fail you eventually. So don't get caught up with that and sell your soul for these things, because it's definitely not worth it. But we'll talk about that on another episode. But I did want to just come back and welcome you all back, welcome myself back, because I think I was the one that left, and the ones who are with me, consistency. Um, Still, I really appreciate it. And again, we're going to be consistent in this season. So, with that being said, I'm going to go work on getting my Facebook back up and going with the Let's Be Real. My Instagram is still there, the Let's Be Real 100. Um, my TikTok is still there, and I'll get back on that as well. So you'll continue to see different posts for encouragement, different little knickknacks that the Lord dropped in my spirit and whatnot. so that we can continue to build this community of love. I am going to redo my intro and my outro, redo those things, but you're going to hear them now. But I am going to work on doing that over. Um, Again, the website is up and going. It's fully loaded with the books and different products. The blog is on there still. I'm being consistent with that too, so I can continue to blog, and all those things. And if I'm forgetting anything, I will definitely keep you posted on everything that I have. And I really, again, want to say thank you for your support and forgive me for not being consistent. Um, and what I told myself to do, like I told y'all, spend an hour a day on this thing, and I turned around and fell off, so it's not good. So yeah. But anyways, I'm here for it, and I will come back and talk to you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and work on some things. And again, welcome back to Let's Be Real, because we're about to be real. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you for joining us in our little corner of the world. We appreciate you coming and joining us in this conversation. If you would like to follow us, you can follow us on the Let's Be Real 100% on all social media platforms. Also on our website, letsbereal100.squarespace.com. Again, we are that community of love. And as we end, come to God. Come to God. This is truly important. Now is the time. There's no delay. Today is the day. God loves you, and so do I. See you all again next week for another